Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, here to bring you guys another great episode of the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know the J Lounge is a celebrity-based podcast show where we talk with entertainers, artists, directors, filmmakers, actors, actresses, writers, all sorts of types of people. And I'm super excited to be introducing my next guest. She is a filmmaker, director, actress, and she's here to speak with us today. I'm very excited. Everyone, please give a super warm welcome to Liz Drummer. Hi,
Hey,
Liz. How are you?
I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. We're super excited to be speaking with you. I appreciate you giving me your time. But yes, we are super excited to have you here today.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and fire the first question at you, Liz. What began your passion for directing and filmmaking?
Well, I've been in the entertainment business for a very long time. I grew up with a dancer for a father and a model for a mom.
Oh.
So entertainment was always around me. And then I went off on my own. I did the band thing for a while and then went back to my roots at movies. I did acting for a really long time, and directing is actually a new thing that I've only done for the last, I would say, 2 years, and I'm loving it.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. I love it when the creativity flows to a whole family. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Going on to a little bit more about your filmmaking, what type of stories do you like to bring to the forefront?
I am a huge horror movie fan, so far I've done mostly horror and a few dramas.
Oh, okay. I love a horror film good too. That's one of my favorite genres as well. Always good for drama as well. Always enjoyed a good drama movie. So I definitely relate with you there. Going on to number 3, name 3 people who influenced your career.
Definitely my mom. She's always been a really big reader, and she has sprung my imagination from a really small age, and she always put me in anything and everything that she could. So she's a big influence for me. And then of course she's just beautiful. and and then I am a huge Steven Spielberg fan. So I'm obsessed with Jaws. It's my all-time favorite movie, and Jurassic Park. So huge influence since a very young age. And then lastly, my kids, because they literally remind me to be fun and creative, because, as an adult, you don't always get to be fun and creative, but my kids remind me to be fun and creative.
I love that. Always shout out to moms for always being the number one fan, supporter, cheerleaders, all of that. They're always that. So shout out to them. And then, of course, Steven Spielberg, I have to agree, Jaws. That's one of the defining, movies of the 1970s. It was Jaws.
I'm obsessed.
So I'm with you there. I mean, I like a good, shark film, but I always go back to the classic, no matter what. I always go back to the classic.
I watch it every summer. Every summer, it's like clockwork. Yes. I have to watch Jaws.
I'm very surprised that they have not tried to remake that film yet. Of all the films that they've remade, I'm surprised they haven't even tried to touch that one.
I'm excited that they did it, because I'm so, I would say, snobbish when it comes to remakes.
I agree.
And I'm like, please don't ruin it, please.
No, I so agree. When they make remakes, it makes me very nervous. So I totally understand. Like, they're gonna be recently doing a remake of Interview with a Vampire, and my heart just dropped. I was like, look, if I'm not staring at a beautiful pale Brad Pitt, then I don't know if the film's going to be worth it.
Exactly.
Just gonna put that out there. If I'm not staring at a pale Brad Pitt, I am not sold. I'm keeping my money. I'm so sorry.
You're gonna be sitting there with your arms crossed, like, go ahead, impress me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, Brad Pitt, that's when you should have told me in the first place. I'm gonna go now. I'm leaving. So I get you there. I am super snob too when it comes to remakes, so I understand. If someone told me that they were remaking Harry Potter, I would be offended, beyond offended. My whole world would change. It would nothing would make sense to me anymore at all. So I'm just gonna put that out there. Going on to the number 4 question. In your own words, what's been the best film you put out so far?
It would have to be my movie Tribute Night. It's a horror movie. It's not out yet. It's in post-production, but that was my baby 100%. I wrote it, I directed it, I was in it. It was just everything to me. And because of COVID, it got pushed back so bad, but eventually it's going to come out, and I would say that's going to be so amazing.
Oh, definitely keep us here posted at the J Lounge, because I would definitely want to. I am a horror fan, so definitely keep me posted on it.
Yes.
So going on to the number 5 question, I want to make sure my audience keeps up with you and your work. Where are you on social media?
I am literally everywhere. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all under Liz Drummer. I do have my own YouTube channel under Spooking the Bats, and that I do it's like challenges and follow me around videos and all kinds of stuff with my boyfriend, Darren Fox. He plays bats in the Spooky and Bats combo. And I mean, it's so fun. So definitely check that out as well.
How cool! How cool! I highly encourage my audience check out that YouTube series, and of course, make sure you follow Liz Drummer on all social media. Make sure you guys check out more of her work and support her as well. Going on to the number 6 question, what future projects are you involved with that you can give a little dish about to the J Lounge audience?
I am so excited to say that next summer in 2022, I will be traveling to New Jersey to do a motorcycle apocalypse movie.
Ooh.
Yes, it's called When the Sun Dies by director Joe McGee, and I'm playing a biker chick in a biker gang, and it's just crazy. It's gonna have explosions, motorcycles, babes, it's gonna be wild.
How fun! How fun! Yeah, it's always a good thing when you can do like motorcycle type films. So definitely keep us more posted about that, because I definitely want to learn more about that as that comes along. So
Yes.
super excited. Going on to number 7 question, what are some of your passions outside of directing?
I write novels. I actually have 5 books out right now. So I write romance, go figure. Since I'm a big horror movie girl, I actually write romance.
That's perfect. Perfect.
So yes, I'm like, it's kind of in the wrong direction, but whatever. But I have my secret identity of EA Stripling, and I write romance. So if anybody's a lover of romance, you can check out my books, Internal Conflict. They're out there. And I just really love anything that I'm entertaining people, making people smile. I, consider myself funny, which is why we have the YouTube channel. I just find every avenue I like to paint, I crochet. I'm just a creative person.
How could you not? You grew up in a creative family, so of course that creativity
Yes.
is gonna flow. So that's awesome, though. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. All right, just got 3 more questions for you, Liz. Going on to number 8, what goals do you hope to accomplish in your filmmaking career?
As any film director, we definitely want to do film full time. I do have a 9-to-5 job. I work in law enforcement, but eventually,
Oh, wow.
yes, eventually I would love to, do film as my primary job, whether it be directing or writing or acting, whatever it may be, but just making film and bringing stuff. I would say, okay, let me take this back. My number 1 goal is to bring originality back to Hollywood, because I'm so over the remakes.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, I am so with you. Remake after remake. What I need some originalities, people. I mean, I know it's still out there. But yes, I am with you. I am so over the remakes.
Think we're
And
on Halloween number 12, 13. So I know that
jeez,
Halloween Kills just came out, and I heard it's amazing, but how many times can we see the same killer? We need something new.
Honestly, I told my mom because I was like, I saw that was coming out. I told her, I was like, I'm not trying to be funny here, but technically, shouldn't everyone in that town be dead by now? I mean, it's just 20. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Shouldn't everyone technically in this town be dead? How are we still fighting the same person? How is there anyone left to fight the same person? So
Like, if they're not dead, then why haven't they just moved? Why they just
thank you. We have not found an alternative answer to this because obviously just getting rid of him is not going to work. So
nope.
I'm with you. Let's just move. I'm so glad somebody else gets my line of thinking here when it comes to scary
Yes.
movies. I love it. But going on to the number 9 question. Liz, in your own words, what's been the most rewarding moments of your filmmaking career, and what's been the most difficult?
One of my rewarding moments was a film that I did with one of my very good friends and brothers, Sean Kofinas. We did a film called Walk This Path of Sorrow, and it's about a man, or I guess he's a teenager. He's in the army. He sees a lot of his friends pass away and comes back home, and we really show the struggles of soldiers and PTSD, and we brought PTSD to light. We ended up winning an award for the film, and
Wow.
we ended up putting all the information that anyone would need if they're suffering from PTSD in the film at the end. So we showed the ups, the downs, the ugly and the nice, and how it affects the soldiers as well as their families. So just putting the awareness out there was really rewarding.
Love it. Loving it. And I wish more filmmakers would do that because I think that is important to tackle, soldiers with PTSDs, So I'm glad you guys took on that. And I definitely hope more filmmakers take on that path because it's important to do so. So
Definitely. I mean, we all are into having a good time, but when you already have that platform, it's always good to bring awareness to, a little bit of a serious topic.
oh, absolutely. Amen to that. I could not agree more. All right, Miss Liz, coming on to the last question. Name 3 filmmakers you would love to collaborate with and why.
Well, we already know Steven Spielberg.
Yep.
I would love to do anything with him. I don't even care if we did ended up remaking Jaws. He's just brilliant. So
Agreed.
I would love to work with Tim Burton. I'm absolutely
Yes.
obsessed with Tim Burton. Half of my
Yes.
body is dedicated of Nightmare Before Christmas tattoos. So
Love it.
and then last but not least, Rob Zombie, because he's just a genius on his own.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Yes,
That
I
is a
am
very good
obsessed.
choice. Yes. I have to say I don't know much of his music. I know people are gonna be like a little bit shocked about that, but as a filmmaker, I love Rob Zombie.
Oh,
He
yes.
has brought such a different perspective in the horror film. It's just awesome. So I'll watch anything that he makes because he has not let me down yet. So
Definitely. I'm a little bit wary about him remaking the Monsters series, but it's Rob Zombie, so he can't really go wrong.
right, right. Now I too was a little worried, but to give him a little bit of a doubt, I was worried about him taking over, the first, not the first, but some of the horror films for Halloween. But he ended up doing a really good job the first time. That I was like, okay, I was like, I can definitely see a different perspective for Michael Myers. So I definitely have
Definitely.
confidence in him. He's gonna do a phenomenal job for the monsters. So I cannot wait to see more. So I love it. But Miss Liz, you have been an absolute pleasure to speak with today. I'm excited for your projects. I'm excited to be able to speak with someone with the same taste and love for horror films like me. Um,
Yay.
yes, I cannot wait to see more of what you do, what more you accomplish, because you definitely still have a lot more accomplished, a lot more stuff to go. So
Yes,
we are just excited to see more of your work.
definitely. Thank you so much for having me. It was so fun.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, I want to thank my amazing audience. Make sure, I just want to highly encourage everyone one more time, make sure you follow Liz Drummer on all social media platforms. Check out her work. Go out and check out her YouTube series as well. Like I said, definitely going to be the one to watch out for as she creates more projects and she keeps us more posts about it. Definitely someone you're going to want to see and support. So make sure you guys do so. But of course, you guys know I've been your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson. This has been the J Lounge. I'll be back with another great episode. Till then, thank you, Liz. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And everyone, have a great day.